I failed in this particular business, right? I lost a lot of money, and right now the business is not even active, right? The business is online, but it's not active, right? And I'm going to show you how I lost a lot of money and the errors I made, right? And the errors that I didn't look out for, right? And what prompted me to like fail and lose a lot of money. This is my sis here. She's an influencer on Twitter. I made her like our brand ambassador for this particular business, right? Business is called cheaperdata.com.ng. I've introduced the business on this channel, right? And you can know, if you notice, I always used to wear the cap, right, on my videos, right? So this is us like posting the business, right? Like posting it in school, posting it in a lot of places in town, right? Now this is like a video I made, right? Like an ad video I made, right? Let me just play it. So yeah, that's the business, and this is like how much we normally used to make, like that. Let me, and then this is us going for like outreach, right? This is us like going for like outreach, right? Me and my co-founder, and yeah. So this is me when I was hungry and I decided to like take some little drinks and food. Now the business is called cheaperdata.com.ng, right? Like the website is actually live, but it's not working. Like you can't get any like stocks from the website, right? Now we funded Cheaper Data, that was 3 years ago, 2023, right? 2023 is also when we funded Cheaper Data, right? This is the website. Now Cheaper Data is a platform where you get data subscription from, right? It's a VTU, virtual top up platform, right? Where you get data subscription, airtime, right, and pay utility bills, right? So those kind of platforms, that is the same kind of business, right, that we did. So now I've listed here the errors that prompted the failure to this business, right? And I'm going to list all of them here, and I'm going to tell you guys based on experience how to like start up a business, like what to look out for before you even start up a business, right? And maybe, and then I'm going to be making subsequent videos on businesses to start, like in Nigeria and or wherever you are, right? Businesses to start with the amount of money you have, what to look out for before you start up a business, right? Depending on where you are, right? So if this sounds if this is interesting to you, subscribe to the channel, like the video, right, and share with people that you know will need it, right? So if you're here for the first time, my name is Victor and I make videos around business and making money on the internet, right? Right, and nice to meet you and thank you for stopping by to my channel. Now let's begin. Now the first thing that made me fail in this business, right? The first thing, because all of these things are fruits, right, that you see, they are seeds that you sow that will affect you in the future. So one of the seeds that I sow, like the ignorance that I sow, right, that made me fail in this business, right, is not looking for consultancy, right? Now you see, consultancy and counseling are two different things, right? Counseling is free, right? Counseling is just advice, right? But consultancy has to do with in-depth knowledge, right, of based on experience that someone has over like a particular endeavor, right, a particular business, a particular subject matter, right? So I failed to look for consultancy. Why? Because one, I thought that okay, I could figure out things by myself, right, and just maybe go with the flow, right? So I went to look for counseling, right, because there was this guy that was actually doing the business, right? He was actually doing the business and he did it for like a year, right? So I went to his place, I went to his house, I could remember clearly. Went to his house and I like asked him a few questions. I said, okay, bro, how is this business? How do you go about it? And he told me, yeah, the business, there's money inside, because that's what everybody will tell you. There's money inside, and all you have to do is just to like run advertisements and get a lot of people inside the business and stuff. And that was just where it stopped, right? So you see, this is the difference between counseling and consultancy. Consultancy will tell you the dark side of the business, will tell you the sweet side of the business, will analyze your capacity, what you have, right? Your mental capacity, your financial capacity, right? Your space, your time, right? So it analyzes all of these things and then it helps to direct you and helps you with other, let's say, parties involved in the business. So a consultant can actually help you with maybe lawyers, right? A consultant can help you with experts in your field that can help you, right? But you see, counseling will just tell you, okay, this is what to do, this is what to, like, just the business, there's money inside, there's money inside, just start the business, there's money, you enjoy money inside, that's what they tell you, right? And there's no a lot of like detailed explanation towards this particular business model you want to go into, right? So that is the difference between consultancy and counseling. So take note of this. Whenever you want to start a business, the first thing you should look out for is consultancy. If you fail to pay for consultancy, if you think that paying for consultancy is a waste of money, right? You don't have a lot of money to like pay for consultancy. I'm telling you, you will pay more, right, for not paying for that consultancy. You will pay 10 times more. I can assure you, because the game of investing is based on percentage. Your your risk percentage, right? The percentage of your risk is in direct proportion to the knowledge you know about that investment, right? So if you don't know 80% of an investment, you're putting yourself in 80% risks. Hope you understand what I said. If you don't have a knowledge and information and understanding about a business like 80%, you just have, let's say, 20%, right? You're putting your money, you're putting your energy and your resources at risk in 80%, right? So it's in direct proportion to how much you know and understand about the particular endeavor, right? So always take note of that. So that was the first mistake I did. I did not look for consultancy. I just went into the business based on just counseling and based on inspiration or motivation from maybe the internet and whatsoever I got the inspiration from, right? Mistake number two, right? Mistake number two, I was not 100% in charge of the business. Now, what do I mean by that? You see, something like an online business, right? Something that has to do with websites, right? If you don't have knowledge over code, right? You're in the mercy of the people that have knowledge over code. What do I mean? If you don't have knowledge over your website, you're in the mercy of people that have knowledge over your website. So you can be the one that have the money, right? You're the one that invested the money, right? You're the one that have the vision of the business, but you're in the mercy of the people, coders, right? The developers, because they can cheat you, right? They can cheat you, they can ruin your business, right? So let's say you provoke them, they can ruin your business. They'll intentionally maybe make a bug on your website, like make an error on your website, right? So that you'll always be losing money. You just make the error on your website and just leave you. So when you're operating your website, you notice that your website does some kind of crazy things, and you understand, you always go back to them and they'll be charging you money, right? They'll be charging you money. So business that you're not 100% in charge, it's very, very risky, right? Very risky. So don't go into a business that you're not 100% in charge. Now, even if you want to go into a business that you're not 100% in charge, make sure that you trust the person that has like the other person like have like autonomy over like the business to some degree, right? Trust the person well. So the developer, I met my developer, right? I met different developers actually, and most of them scammed me. But this one developer I met, he tried, but still you understand that people are in their own interest, they're in their own best of interest, so they don't really care about your vision. So Victor was just all about, okay, I should do this, I should do that. So I was just throwing money to the developer. Like, I don't necessarily need all of these things, bro. So people will like try to somehow manipulate you, right? To focus on things that are not necessary. So in business, you have to really take note of this. So this is the second mistake I did that made me fail woefully in the business, right? It made me fail woefully. I lost a lot of money because I was just giving the developer money, because she was not in my own best of interest. It was just all about his money, what he can take from me. I'm a very hard person. Like, you don't manipulate me easily, right? So he understands that I'm not the kind of person that he can just come and manipulate me easily, right? Because even though I don't have proper knowledge towards coding and stuff, I have knowledge when it comes to the technical world and tech, right? So I could understand that, okay, there's a possibility that you did this nonsense on my website, right? So I already know that. So what he does is towards the other aspects, right? So all I'm saying, I'm not saying that he's doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that people will have their own interests at heart than yours. So you see something that might look it makes sense, but you don't need it, right? So it just makes you that lose money, and you're trying to make money here. So I wasn't 100% in charge of my business, right? I was 100% in charge of, let's say, the back end, the front end, but I don't have the knowledge, right, to like do the coding and understand. So that was one error I did again that made me lose money, right? So that took away money from me, took so much money away from me, website crashing, paying the developer to maintain the website, changing scripts here and there, changing codes here and there. I changed the script like 5 times, right? So you get the point. Like, if you're not 100% know your business very well, or be 100% on your business, right, to some degree. Good. Now, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, the last thing that made me fail in the business, right? I'm going to talk about. Then subsequently, I'm going to making more videos about business, right? I'm going to focus on business owners and just making money online, like with business strategies to make money on the internet, right? And how to grow your business, and the right mindset to have to grow any business. Now, the last mistake, I made a lot of mistakes, right? But I'm just going to talk about this 3 because we don't have time. The last mistake I made was I had very poor record keeping, right? Very poor record keeping. There's something we call gross income and net income, right? Gross income is the total money that you get into your business, right? Then net profits, right? Net income is the money you extract, right? So when you extract, let's say, the liability costs, right? You'll extract the liability cost, the remaining change, the profit you get out of those liabilities that you've extracted is what's called net profit, like net income. That's your main profit, right? So I didn't know how to bookkeep, like record keeping was very poor, right? I was using the money for basic things and stuff like that, and this is just 3 years ago, right? So a lot of errors just made me fail in this business. So if you got value from this video, please subscribe to the channel, share with people that might need it, right? And comment under the comment section where you're watching from, and if there's other lessons you want to like put so other people are going to learn from these mistakes, right? Comment in the comment section. And also, if you want consultancy to start up any business on the internet, I'm offering consultancy services, right? But that is not free, so you can chat me under the description. The link is going to be under the description. You can chat me up, and we're going to see how we're going to look at how we can maybe take your business to the internet, right? Or look at what your business is going through, right, on the internet, right, and how we can help you, right? And also other consultants advice like that to business and stuff. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and see you in the next one.